Okay, so this is day 15 of Crazy, and I have a little something I've written up. Instead of posting it, at least right now, instead of posting it, I'm just going to have a vlog response to it. So it's a little weird to read out loud what I've written, but here goes. So, it's not my fault I'm hardwired to crave fat, sugar, and salt. When I look back at that sentence, like right now, all I see is it's not my fault to crave yum, yum, and yum. Honestly, I couldn't ever imagine dieting, and I can't. I've tried it before, and it just, like, I've tried it like 3 times to diet, and it's lasted about 5 minutes each time. It's ridiculous. I explained to one of my old coworkers when I used to work at Books Million. She's like, "Oh, I'm dieting," and I was like, "Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me. Just put that down." And I don't remember what she was eating, but it was tasteless. I said, "Put that down and eat a cookie instead." And I know you're supposed to eat healthy so you live longer, but if you're going to be miserable, it's not really worth it. Now, I'm not saying go out and eat like a whole gallon of ice cream, even though that doesn't sound good. The ice cream, not the gallon part. I couldn't even eat a pint. I can eat one of those like tiny things of ice cream. I mean, be a bit responsible. Have a little bit of sense while eating, but don't stop yourself because that's torture, and you're miserable while you're dieting, and not necessarily healthy. But I digress. Let me get back to what I'm reading here. Granted, I'm cutting down on my overindulging ways, which I am, which is breaking my heart with every extra slice of pizza, extra Pringles chip, and extra sprinkle-laden scoop of ice cream that I turn down. I'm turning these down not because I don't want to eat them, because I really could do without the extra part. So, but it hurts a lot. Well, not turning down the extra part, but just sort of saying, "Oh, I'll eat an apple instead," which, yeah, it's pretty good. They've got some good apples out there, but when you really want ice cream, it hurts. It hurts so bad. I'll be sitting at my desk at work, typing away, and then the dopamine surge kicks in at like 3 p.m. and I hate that time of day. And I become sluggish, irritable, and annoyed with anything that isn't covered in chocolate, honey, or sprinkles. This includes letters, phone calls, and coworkers. Now, luckily for my computer, I haven't punched it in the face, or should I say screen, thrown it out the window, or dropped kicked it out into the next room, because I can look at images of cupcakes, cakes, fruit tarts, and delicious candied fruit, anything I ever want to. I can view it, and it seems to calm down my little foodie rage I got going on. Helps a little. After doing a little research, I found out that people's addiction to food and people's addiction to like drugs and alcohol are kind of on the same plane here. They're not too far apart. Both contenders have dopamine and opioid in their corners. Dopamine gives you the urges, and opioid releases as you eat/use. So, drugs, smoking, and alcohol can be halted by doing cold turkey, using patches, and getting healthy substitutes. But there's no patch for food, really. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting if they came out with that in the future. And you can't really quit food, cold turkey. Well, you could, but you die. So, not really healthy that way either. There's a healthy way of sort of stopping the urges, though. It's a little difficult, and it's going to take some time to get used to it, and you might fail a lot, but essentially you substitute, and it's kind of what I mentioned before, you substitute that extra piece of cake with an apple, You substitute that can of soda that you really don't need to have right there with water, or at least 100% juice, not the cocktail because it has added sugars. Just being a bit more smart about what you're doing. And I'm not saying go out and eat a stalk of celery for lunch, because that's just asking to get punched in the face, because that's just stupid. And I'm not saying don't eat that steak dinner and have just tiny little salad. No, eat the steak, but be a bit sensible about it. Don't get like a giant steak. I don't think I've ever seen a steak that big. I'd be a little worried. It's a nice size steak. There's actual serving sizes, like you'll notice on the back of cereal boxes and anything really, that there's the ingredients, and above that it's got all the information about the fat and the cholesterol and the sugars. And there's a serving size. Follow the serving size, although it's going to be a bit difficult because, and I might be shooting out way in left field or something like that, but as Americans, we are eating more than we're supposed to. I've actually been kind of interested in this, and I've actually gone and measured out, and I'm looking at the cereal box right now. This is pretty good cereal. Measured out how much a real serving size is. There's a lot more milk going into that cereal, the bowl, than the cereal, which is a little weird, which I even that out because I don't really like milk, except in the cereal and baking things. So be a bit smarter about it, what you're eating. Don't put down the cookie. Just don't pick up 5 more. Don't cut back on the extra. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Even though I should practice what I preach, because sometimes I get bored and I just sort of eat, and not the smartest things. It's one of those do as I say, not as I do type of things, and I'm going to try and do as I do, or do as I say. Anyways, those who are interested in the additional trite little things, or the better introduction to my 100 Days of Crazy, go to this website this website. I'm working. There we go. This website right here. And if you're interested, do your own 100 days of, you. And look forward to seeing them, whether it be in video response, vlog, or start a blog of your own. It'd be pretty interesting, and send me a link because I'd love to see them. Right, see you guys next time.